When you want only the best for your pet, check out AbbybellPetDesigns.com. We offer quality products such as floppy beds, crate pads, round pet beds, pillow slip covers, belly bands, and more. All products come in a variety of colors and sizes, guaranteed to satisfy your pet's particular style. Your pet deserves to be pampered, so shop at AbbybellPetDesigns.com. If you don't see the item you want listed in our shop, just drop us a line and we'll be glad to make the product of your pet's dreams. AbbybellPetDesigns.com. Good morning, everyone. How are you on this Tuesday, July 5th? Everybody survived last night. Hey, Gary, good morning. Everybody awake, getting notifications. Everybody starting to come in. Hey, Lynn, good to see you. Max, good to see you. I'm well. Hope you're well, too. Hey, Lori, hello, hello. Oh, my goodness. Is everybody awake? How many people were kept up all night, practically, from people after fireworks out there shooting off fireworks themselves? Hey, Alan. Hey, Rhonda. Good to see you. I don't think we got to sleep until around midnight, and then the dogs were all upset, and then woke me up at 4 o'clock in the morning saying I want to go outside because I couldn't go outside last night. It was crazy. So, hope you got more sleep than I did. Hey, Deborah, good to see you. Several minor earthquakes in northern Israel have just occurred, according to breaking news just now. So I don't know if anybody, I don't know if anybody's awake on Thursday or expects me to be here. But as you're coming in, I'm going to read a little bit from Psalm 63, and then we'll go on with the news. All right. Oh God, you are my God. Early will I seek you. My soul thirsts for you. My flesh longs for you in a dry and thirsty land where there is no water. So I have looked for you in the sanctuary to see your power and your glory. Because your loving kindness is better than life, my lips shall praise you. Thus I will praise you while I live. I will lift up my hands in your name. Amen. It's Batman is here. Lynn, I think everybody else decided to sleep in or take the day off. Hey, Patrick. Hey, Anne. Good to see you from England. How's everybody? We were kept up. Oh, there's Flipper. We were kept up from fireworks last night. Patrick came over to Periscope. Cully, good to see you. Low turnout this morning so far. I think everybody took the day off. Maybe I should have been wise enough to do that myself. Oh my gosh. NCAA, how's it going? Thank you for inviting your followers. I think most of the regulars are not here, though, Lynn. They're not here. It's hot in London, in England. It's going to be hot here, too. We're expecting a heat wave starting tomorrow. Okay, so with who we have, we'll see how long we go. We may end early if other people aren't coming in, so we can do that, too. I don't know if you saw 114 in Arizona. Oh, my God. Hey, Noel, why do conservatives prefer, I don't know, Flipper, why don't you just flip on out and start your morning someplace else? Just another work day. I know, Max. There's Kabir, 12, going to be 115 in Phoenix today. Rhonda, that just, I can't even. And it's going to be hot, like inland in San Diego and Riverside and all that. It's going to be about the same, so I saw yesterday Tucson was about 113. That's just crazy. And I think we're going to start getting weather like that here. I live in beautiful Derbyshire. Sorry. Wow. Flip on out of here. I know, Jill. It's like, you gotta have somebody who comes in every morning, a troll, to start trouble. Hey, Robin, good morning. Global warming, that's right. Oh my God, Spanky's here. D. Sorrel, how are you? Did everybody have a good 4th of July? That's what I want to know. That's the burning question. And speaking of the left, Max says it's 55 in San Francisco. Wow. I know it's the coldest summer is in San Francisco. Very stable. Genius. I didn't get, yeah, I had a good 4th, but with the dogs, you always have to worry about that. We can see the fireworks. We have like this perfect view of the fireworks out our window. So we were trying to keep, and it has music that's synced with it. And we're trying to, we kept the music up loud, but at the very end, it was so loud outside that they heard it. So I'm tired from climbing the Statue of Liberty. I know people kept saying yesterday, leave her. I just, for myself, I'm like, leave her up there, and I know they can't do that, but just leave her up there. She'll come down either when she has to go to the bathroom or she's hungry. Light rain last night, fireworks were good. Yeah, we had a lot of fireworks. It's sad watching the fireworks. I always get sad because I think about the freedoms that we're losing in America, and when they're playing God Bless America and things of that nature, I get very sad. Cooking out barbecue, oh, you bet, Lynn, almost every day. Hey, Susie, good morning. Not really nervous dogs, and our new dog, Ginger, bit me. Oh, no, not a fun 4th. Oh, wow. Jules said so true. Hey, Jerry, good morning. Sorry about that, Robin. Oh, unbelievable. Yeah, I mean, that woman just, well, I guess she was out in the protesting ICE and decided, hey, let me just go break the law. I'll climb the Statue of Liberty, and I'll make a name for myself. Hey, Miss Andrew, how are you? And so, of course, we had to have full coverage of this idiot sitting on the Statue of Liberty. Hey, Lewis. And I think somebody was saying that she may have damaged the paint, or that was the woman from Congo. I don't know where she was from. Whoever that person was on the Statue of Liberty. She's been in the USA for 10 years. Great. Ruining the holiday for so many statue climbers. Yeah, Jules. Hey, Ellen, good morning. How high did she get? I saw that she was at the base. We've been watching the West show. Hard to be proud of America. Yeah. Fine her big time. No, I think they should lock her up and fine her. It's criminal. It's got to be trespass. The base is about 154 feet high. Wow. Crazy. America's independence thanks to the original resistance. Yeah. She has anxiety. It was bad. Yeah, Robin, tell me about it. I know about dogs with anxiety. It's a federal monument. Yeah, federal fence. Good morning. What a crazy lady she was. Yes, she was. Yes, she was. A lot of crazy people lately. Hey, Julia. Good morning, Lee. I was wondering when everybody was going to get here. Everybody was like really slow coming in. I'm thinking, wow, should I have just taken the day off today? Everybody decided not to be here, but people are finally coming in, so it's good to see you. I don't know if you saw that Turn TV to Blast. Yeah, I know, Lynn. We had the radio up as loud as it could go. It was, hard to enjoy yourself when you were doing that. I don't know if you saw the guy from San Antonio in the video who just got the notice. Wow. Hey, Teresa, happy belated birthday on the 3rd. I know it was your birthday. We did speak of you, but I don't think you were here on the 3rd on your birthday. The guy in San Antonio who went up to the teenager and ripped the hat off his head, the MAGA hat, off of his head, and then threw a drink on the 16-year-old kid. Hey, Renee. So I guess adults now on the left feel justified in committing an assault and battery on a minor, and I hope that guy goes to jail. I know he's been, according to the news, he's been fired from his job, and hopefully he will go to jail for that. I mean, again, these people who feel justified in putting their hands on people, I don't get you. I don't understand why you don't understand that there are laws and that you have to follow them like everybody else. Yes, at the Whataburger in Nacogdoches, Texas. Wow. That wasn't very nice. That wasn't very nice. It was also illegal. I was watching the lip sync challenge with officers across the country this morning. It's funny. Look them up. I saw that, Robin. The one in Texas I saw just the other day. Happens on both sides, though. Happens a little bit more on the left. I don't see anybody ripping any type of, Bernie Sanders hats, Obama hats off of people's heads. Close Susan, but no cigar on Nacogdoches. Yeah, that's what Jerry said, Barbara. I don't know where it was. He was identified fast. Yeah, he certainly was. But I think what happened is that they got his picture out, circulated it really quickly. Hey, Georgia. So sad people have no right to touch others. That's right, Deborah. And I don't understand why they think it's okay. Some people think also that if you touch something on somebody's, like a hat or a cane, yeah, I haven't seen that from our side either, Renee. I haven't. But they feel that if you touch something on a person, that's not the same as touching the person. And the law precedent says it is. Hey, Donnie. So if you touch somebody's cane, somebody's hat, and you throw something on them, you've committed an assault and battery in most states. So unless Texas has something else, some other laws, then that's an assault and battery. I'm right here, Barbara. The report said he pulled hair off the teen's head as he took the hat off. That's what I saw too. Hey, Donna, hope you're feeling better. Donna's been very sick, and hopefully she's healing now. Scott's Lisa, 134. How are you? My pair of guests. Yeah, I think so, Barbara. Welcome back, Donna. I can't say I haven't thought about ripping up someone's with their hat or whatever. Yeah, get well, Donna. People are saying. Thank you for the thumbs up, the hearts, or the flowers, I should say. Yeah, see, the difference kind of on the left and the right is the left will do it. The right sometimes will think about it, but they won't follow through with doing a battery. A man was arrested in Lexington for throwing chicken poop at the Red Hen, as he should have been. Spanky. You can't do that stuff, even if you are upset with the Red Hen. They are trying really hard to start a civil war, from what I have been hearing. The left are trying to create a civil war with no guns, so nuts. Yeah, I know, Susie. They really are. They're pushing it. The teen was sensible, said IG. We disagree. We can talk about it, not steal his hat. Yeah. Yes, that makes us like them. Yes, it does. If you're committing crimes, you're no better than the left. Just stop touching people. The world is insane. I know, Robin. It's crazy. Resistance is patriotic only if it's not criminal in nature, doesn't break the law. Then it's patriotic, and it depends on if you're being a patriot or resisting America because you don't like America, like those on the left. Hey, angels, they've already started a war. Most people do not get it. I know, Barbara, it's true. Yeah, it's true. The resistance movement in the United States right now, in my opinion, is anti-American. So that has nothing to do with patriotism. If you want to be patriotic, then support your country. It's a spirit of hate and violence that's rearing up to divide. Exactly. Yeah, I think so too, Lynn. I'm kind of watching that too. Yeah, but that guy, he needs to do some prison time and be fined for that, and they need to follow through with that. So, and also, like in California, I don't know how it is in Texas, even if that kid were to drop the charges, in California, for example, with domestic violence, no, those on the left don't love America. The in California, let's say if there's a domestic violence case, and typically it's a woman, and if the woman drops the case, then they will go ahead and continue on with the case against the abuser, whether it's male or female. If he used a bank card, they will find him. They already found him, Jerry. They know who it is. They already know who he is. They've already found him. He's been fired from his job already. And I think the police are investigating. So, I mean, not too much to investigate. You just have to watch the film, I mean, watch the video and you know what it is. Yes, he will be in trouble. He should be, Barbara. Yeah, he's been blocked, Lynn and Cully. So he's out of here. Very, very stable. Wasn't very stable. So had to leave. Want to go get some angles. Okay. You go do that then. Kino Jimenez, San Antonio, Texas. Jules said, yeah. I saw his last name was Jimenez, but Didn't look at the first name. But yeah, they already know who he is. He's been identified. The left has no love for country or people. I've never seen them as bad as they are now, Robin said. Yeah, I mean, even Dan Rather came out, talked out, against the president and how bad he was. And, I mean, it's just ridiculous. Get over yourselves. He might be lucky the guy's dad did not sock him. I know, Barbara. Hey, Eric. Good morning. Yeah, the dad, if the dad had been there. I mean, here you go. 2 minors, you're assaulting a minor. What's the latest on this congressman and the wrestling team? Oh, well, let's talk about that, shall we, NCAA? You would be talking about Jim Jordan. The same Jim Jordan who just the other day said to Rod Rosenstein, why are you hiding things from Congress? Had a pretty much heated argument, if you will, back and forth debate, let's call it that, with Rod Rosenstein. And Rod got really hot under the collar when he did so. So, a little while back, there was a rumor going around, and people came out and said, Jim Jordan, when you were the wrestling coach or assistant coach, whatever he was, at Ohio State, you had to have known about the sexual abuse that was going on, and you must have turned your eyes away from it. America hating the left, it's so nuts. America hating left. Yep, it's so nuts. So, yeah, imagine that info suddenly coming out. And so, basically, after that little tit for tat, it came out again, and they're saying, you had to have known. There's no way that you didn't know. The guy took showers with people and all that. I'm just trying to think. I believe that was turning a blind eye to Ohio State wrestling coach more than 20 years ago. 20 years ago. And here's the thing. If you are in a Ohio State wrestling coach, does that mean Ohio State is a college, right? Unless there's some Ohio State something else I don't know about. So if he was a wrestling coach of a college, those people in college were at least 18 years old and adults, right? Am I missing something here? Aren't they talking about Ohio State University? Or are they talking about a high school wrestling team that was Ohio State? I don't know. But in any event, it was over 20 years ago as well. People did not watch for those things so much then. Absolutely, Barbara. Nobody thought people were going to be doing that so much because it was just so crazy. People normally didn't do it. Hey, Nikolai, good to see you. Yeah, I don't know either, Original, but if it was Ohio State in a university, then these people are 18-year-olds, they're adults, and they're not children. And nobody should be abused, and which I think it did happen. I think the doctor who's now dead was accused of that. But, if you're an adult, you have to take care of yourself, and it would not have been his responsibility. Yes, over 18. Jim Jordan being targeted, we see it. Yeah, Rod Rosenstein. I mean, just so happens it comes right after. It was a mean thing they could throw out. Exactly, Barbara. Hey, Kelly, good to see you. So Rod Rosenstein probably releases information, right? Well, Susie, the information had come out before. It's just that it's come out again. So it just came out again suddenly right after that little interaction with Rod Rosenstein. It's the ex-wrestlers that are accusing him. They are bringing a lawsuit. Yeah, I know it's the ex-wrestlers, but how old were the ex-wrestlers at the time that the abuse allegedly occurred? Resurfaced. That's right, NCAA. So again, if these were wrestlers that were in college, they're adults. Unless, maybe you have a 17-year-old in there, I don't know, because I was going to college when I was 16, but that's atypical, so I think most of them are 18 years old, and yes, 20 years later. So, obviously, this is politically motivated. Guess the doctor died, and so next is the coach. That's right, Barbara. The doctor is dead. And that's the person that they're claiming actually did the abuse. But they want to do like they did at the other college, Notre Dame. They want to go after, all the other people who said covered it up. And it doesn't sound like, I don't know. So far, it doesn't sound like Jim Jordan covered it up. It just sounds like these people are saying, well, you should have known. Are they suing the school? I would imagine, Barbara, they will put the school in there. Oh, Penn State. That's right, Penn State. So, so yeah, again, it's so curious that it came out when it did. Too many lawyers, too many Soros money. Yeah, too much Soros money. Exactly. But again, election year 2018, argument with Rod Rosenstein. Uh, out it comes. So there you go. Now, I don't know if you saw this, but there was a black man whose name is Henry Davis, whose video went viral, who did a video and said that he, was, and during the video, he started crying because he was so happy about President Trump and what Trump has done for the black community. Hey, wait, I remember that Penn State did have some problems back then. Yes, Barbara. Hey, angels. And he basically was talking about how low the unemployment was for black people. He was talking about how proud he was of Trump, and on and on and on. He's been invited to the White House. I guess the president saw the video, and they've invited him to the White House. So I think that's very cool. Yeah, Nikolai said, "Yep, love Henry Davis." That was really good. I imagine when he did that video, he didn't think it was going to go viral. And he probably thought more or less he was going to get hate. So, I work at USC now. The rumor is our president, Nikias, is that it? Isn't stepping down, or at least he's not giving a date. And he was stepping down because of sexual abuse allegations against a gynecologist there. Wow, Susie. What is it with, Hollywood, University? I mean, that just goes to show you that sexual abuse and things of that nature, it goes across all, platforms, really, all walks of life. I mean, it's not confined to just one group or one age group or male, female, whatever. I mean, it's prevalent in different places. Honestly, when out and about, I do see more women of all races working. That's good, Barbara. I think it's great, too, Susie said. Yeah, that's a lot of people are working. I mean, it's kind of like if you want a job, it's pretty much out there for most people. So, and almost the lowest unemployment for women ever as well. Trump staying engaged with the people. I'm sure the left will start attacking him. Well, you mean continue attacking him, Robin, because they haven't stopped. They hate him. That was a troll that is after me, a troll that I think I got blocked on Twitter. Thank you, Angels, for the super heart. It was Ohio State University. Jordan was the coach. So there you go. That's what I thought. Ohio State University. You're talking about people who are adults. And if you're an adult and you're being sexually abused in your college and you think that you are, it's your responsibility to say something. It's not his responsibility as a coach. Now, I know that they'll try to make it that way. Watch the one with the Nazi name. Yeah. Okay, Barbara. I know who that is. I saw it a minute ago. What was the report that came out on Tuesday, the IOG report? I didn't see that, NCAA. Over 20 years, at least 24 years ago, Jerry said. I don't know what that was on Tuesday. Does anybody else know about the report that came out on Tuesday? Oh, you were talking about the black guy. Yeah, yes. That's right, Barbara. I know. If he goes to the White House, too, they're not going to like it. People will start attacking him. More people walking away, though. Hashtag walk away. They're starting to figure it out. It's if you have a... he means the Senate report about Russian interference in the election. I see what you're saying. Okay. Yeah, they were saying that they felt that Russia was interfering with the election. My thing of it is, I don't know, honestly. Russians didn't interfere with my decision. I don't know how many people they interfered with on the decision. How many people were influenced by Russia to go out and do whatever? How many people saw an ad on Facebook about whichever candidate and went, oh my gosh, I've got to follow that and do it? Maybe there were some people. It certainly wasn't the majority. Moderate confidence level. Yeah. And, what about, I'm waiting for the report from Israel about how President former President Obama interfered with the elections in Israel to try to get Netanyahu kicked out of office and not get him reelected. Hey, Carmen, heard that they might be after NRA tax returns, of course. So many reports. I know, NCAA. That's okay, Carmen. Yeah, I mean, it's like, which report are you talking about? There are so many. IG here, this report over here, whatever. But again, whatever Russia did, it was so minuscule that I don't think anybody even cares. The only people who care about it are the left. A trollbot said Trump was Hitler, so I voted for Hillary. Yeah, exactly. Because the Russians might have given them some money. Yeah, you mean like they did Bill Clinton for $500,000 for a speech? You mean that type of thing, Barbara? Or I mean, it's so ridiculous. And I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but with good morning. Sorry, you're late too. That must be a bot. I don't know if you guys are noticing this, but like the Awan brother who got a plea agreement, pled guilty to a felony, not the one of doing anything wrong in Congress, more like bank fraud, right? I think it was, and is probably just going to go back to Pakistan and go on with his life. The right is not winning. You do like Antifa left by protesting Democratic Socialists as police arrested them in PA. Yeah, Pennsylvania. Then the NRA gave to Trump, so oh dear, Russian connection. Exactly. And there we go. That got rid of your bot. You did not see that coming. Got rid of that one. Awan trial plea is a travesty of justice. And Jerry, we have heard from that, I won't say the letter of the alphabet of that blank anon, but I mean, how many times, trust the plan, you're going to, this is going to happen, Gitmo's opening up, got people all excited, and now, how do you explain this? The Awan guy just goes, basically, with a little plea deal, walking free, but people still cling on to, this person knows that they know something, and so we're going to, hey Marlene, how are you? We're going to follow what they have to say. When are you going to get to the point where you realize, whomever's listening, that these people don't know any more than you do? That if you do your research, you can come up with just about as much? And typically, in a lot of cases, in a regular case, when you have a prosecutor, they try to plea deal. The plea prevents a trial. How much money did they give him to take a plea? Not only that original, but it also keeps the other side from being embarrassed. Busy. Hope everyone is groovy. Marlene, yes, we are. I think it has to be a CIA cover-up or something. The fix was in, Jerry said. I have no idea. I think, it's typical for prosecutors, and that would be the DOJ, to try to work a deal. And I think, again, it would be too embarrassing to Congress. Looks rigged, Original said. I think it's swept under the rug so that Congress wouldn't be embarrassed. Prosecutor Morendo did not even show up. Well, why bother? They already knew what was going to happen. Obama also came to England and tried to interfere with Brexit. There you go, Anne. When are we going to get that report? Didn't he swap out servers? Lori, he did a lot of stuff. And remember, Debbie Wasserman Schultz has one computer she didn't want anybody to see. Nor did they present all the evidence given to the prosecution. And Jerry, if you're going to work a plea deal, you don't need to, you get the evidence, you do whatever, and you don't need to show anybody anything. I saw the prosecutor in New York resigned also. Well, NCAA, I really feel that the Republicans are going to be very disappointed in what comes out of all of this. If you look at the trends, the left is getting quote-unquote convictions, like with Flynn, on very small technicalities, but the left is walking free from any crimes that they've done. And Wasserman's brother is in the same law office. Didn't the Brexit vote go into law last week? Yes. Camaro. In the Cohen case, lots of crazy stuff happening. Well, yeah, there was a big thing of, I can't remember if it was his profile or whatever, that Cohen took out that he was President Trump's attorney. And so people wanted to start making a big deal out of that. Like, oh my God, look, he's flipping on Trump. Well, no, He's no longer President Trump's attorney. So, I mean, you kind of, that's, did you really not hear about Obama and Brexit? No, and I said, yeah, I know. But nobody cares, Rosenstein's right-hand man on Mueller cases walked also. Who was that on Noel? Who was that? I've unplugged for a few days out of the loop just that fast. I'm telling you, Marlene, it's crazy. And the D.C. police by accident gave defense evidence. Well, yeah. I mean, you've got to tell, the prosecutor has to tell the defense what they have. They have to share that, but they don't have to give them the actual evidence. Yes, I heard a lawyer was fired. And the judge, Chutkin, is a big Hillary supporter. Not surprising. I'll find him. Yeah, and that's the thing. You're talking about all this. Look at all of the liberal judges that we have. I mean, you don't expect there to be any different outcome. If you guys would, we're at the halfway point. If you would please retweet this, I would appreciate it. Supposedly, President Trump now has narrowed his pick for Supreme Court Justice down to 6 judges. Now, again, I don't know that I believe this. And the server disappeared. No one on camera in government building saw anything. Yeah, Jerry, it's not justice. I mean, it's not. But it's the justice, quote-unquote justice, we're being given these days. But if you guys could retweet, I would appreciate this. We're past the halfway point. Thank you for those retweeting. Now, allegedly, like I said, President Trump has gotten down to the last 6 judges. Josette, good morning. My lovely Sue, you look well rested. How's my Gracie doing? She got through the night. Josette woke us up at 4 in the morning so she could go to the bathroom. But, she got through the night. She's very clingy to me today. So, I think she's just really high anxiety today. So, allegedly, President Trump has narrowed it down to Brett Kavanaugh, Raymond Kethledge, Amy Coney Barrett, and Amul Thapper. I don't even know who this guy is. Joan Larson and Thomas Hardiman. Supposedly, he's going to choose a woman, guarantee it. NCAA, that was my thoughts exactly. Maybe Amy, but who knows. He spoke to one candidate twice. Multiple sources say Kavanaugh and Kethledge and Barrett are currently like the forerunners, in the forefront there. President Trump supposedly, I know, sorry, the fireworks, Carmen. He spoke with Mike Lee, but only to ask his opinion about who he thought would make a good justice. And he told Lee, we're told that, or the Fox News has learned, that Mike Lee is still on that 25 top list that Trump has, but he's not under consideration for replacing Kennedy. So his name is Associate Deputy Attorney General Scott Schools. Wow. Wonder why he was fired. Or did he resign? You said he resigned, or was he fired? So maybe Mike Lee will be brought back in if Ginsburg resigns, dies, or whatever. I already resigned. Okay. And that's the one in New York. That's the one where they went in and got Cohen and Manafort and all that out of that New York precinct. I think. And Barbara said she heard fired, but so anyway, he's no longer there. whether he was his own intentions or not. So there goes the news. I know. Woo. I hope it's Lee. No, it's not going to be. I don't think, Marlene, with what I just read, that he's not in consideration right now. That President Trump supposedly called him to ask his opinion on who he thought would be a good Supreme Court justice, but he's not under consideration. I hope, and maybe this is what you meant, I hope that rumor is wrong, and I hope it is Mike Lee. I really do. But, maybe he'll get it. If it's not now, maybe the next time. I don't know. I don't know what the hesitation is with Mike Lee. Maybe because he's never been a judge, and I think that's probably has a lot to do with it. Let's see. No, that's not how you spell granny, sweetheart. So next time when you come in under a different name, try to learn how to spell. So let's see. ICE is there has joined a dragnet for three accused of kidnapping and raping teen sisters in Ohio. He was a Trump non-supporter during the election, Noel said. Huh. So there were actually four people that were accused of kidnapping and raping these teen sisters in Ohio. Now I know this is probably going to be very shocking, but they have one suspect in under arrest, and he's been charged. He's from Guatemala. At least one of the men is from Texas. Is from Mexico. I don't know why I said Texas. Sorry, is from Mexico, and the other two are believed not to be U.S. citizens. They're two candidates that can be pushed through faster than the others. Amy is one of them. Yeah. Yeah, in NCAA, my bet is on it's Amy. Horrendous, need to go to the chair, Lee said. But Lee, they're illegal immigrants that are here. The female candidate had never been a judge before. She was appointed earlier this year. Yeah, I know, shocked me. But you know, when you're talking for like a justice of the Supreme Court, most of those people, most, I think, except Sotomayor wasn't, and the other person, the other female, not Ginsburg, but the other female, yeah. So I mean, it could happen, but I think he's looking for an appellate court judge. So we'll see. You know, again, most of the stuff that we're reading sometimes in the news isn't really true. You know, that it comes out as different. Like somebody got it wrong over at Fox or, you know, CNN or whatever, or they just went ahead and printed whatever they wanted to. Because, you know, to them, fake or real doesn't really matter anymore, I guess. So I think on the 9th is when President Trump said that he was going to be making his announcement. So we shall see. We shall see. Now, I don't know if you read this, but James Woods, who is an incredible actor, and on Twitter, a woman in Texas got caught trying to sell her son to sex traffickers. They had two boys already. Yes, Barbara, and she was trying to sell her other children as well. Yeah, Jerry thinks it's Amy too. I do too. Yeah, James Woods basically was dropped by his liberal talent agent on the 4th of July. Broadcast keeps getting interrupted. That's weird, Anne. And you should try it on Periscope sometime or YouTube. I hope he chooses Amy, a mother of 7. Awesome. That will send those feminists in a tizzy, Josette said. Yeah, that would probably do it. Yeah, so basically James Woods, he needs his own show. He does. His agent said, you know, I was feeling patriotic on the 4th of July, so I basically dropped you. And so Facebook just dropped me just now. So they cut me off. So I just love Facebook. Doesn't everybody just love Facebook? So James Woods, I hope he never leaves Twitter. Yes, same here on Perry. You have frozen twice and disappeared from the Perry list. How crazy, Barbara. James Woods doesn't need that guy. He will be fine without him. And James Woods really hasn't worked in a long time. He knows, because of his political views, he's not going to get another job. I deleted Facebook a month ago. I'll never go back. Pizza set, Pizza Dave. Probably a good idea, Dave. Hey, Marie, how are you? Yeah, I mean, Facebook is just getting worse and worse. And they do, you know, whatever they want. What about 92-year-old gunned down the son for wanting to put her in a nursing home? Yeah, and her son was like in his 70s, and he was supposedly trying to put her in a nursing home. And she supposedly shot him dead. Maybe she did need to go in the nursing home after, you know, I mean, seriously. Now she'll be in jail instead of the nursing home. Let's see. Los Angeles, she'll get better care in prison. Could be, Marlene. Could be. Could be right. I can't imagine where they would put this 92-year-old woman in prison. Maybe she'll get, you know, house arrest. I don't know. She'll probably go to prison. I guess they have places like that for people that age. But they'll have to keep her separated. My God. they'll kill her in like 5 minutes. Los Angeles has decided through the city council and the county board of supervisors that they're going to give $10 million more dollars. No bingo in prison. That's true, Cully. They're going to give $10 million to the LA Justice Fund. It's a public-private partnership established last year to help illegals who are facing deportation. Hello, Susan. Nice to see you. Nice to see you too, Drew. How are you? Susan, you need to hang out more with Bill Cloud. When you stream with him, nothing gets dropped, even when he uses the words God, Israel, Antifa, or Trump. I know, Nikolai, it's true. Funny how one complaint can get an account flagged for suspicious activity. Yeah, I know. Yep, that's true. Nikolai, I think, the one thing about that, Bill is not, like, outspoken in his views on, conservative views and stuff like that. And so I am. So Bill doesn't post that stuff. It's more just, the faith-based stuff. And so they never seem to go after him. At that age, to kill someone, wow, really sad. Well, and just that, who knows what her mental capacity was like. Maybe that's why her son was trying to put her in a nursing home. It is a very sad situation. Let's see. Stormy Daniels, that adult actress, her attorney says he might run against President Trump in 2020. And I imagine all of this Stormy Daniels stuff that he's done and helping illegal immigrants is trying to set himself up for a run in 2020. So I'm sure he'll be successful. An adult film star. He's an attention whore. Yeah, well, he's an attention whore who represents similar people. Just do it. I know. Go for it, Marlene said. Exactly. I saw something about him having tax problems. NCAA, it was a company that he and this other guy have together from a while back. And the tax issues were on that. And supposedly it wasn't his doing. So we'll see. Yep, I follow other political posts and they get dropped just like you when Facebook doesn't like their point of view. I know, Nikolai, it's crazy. Waste your money, Marlene said. Here's something happening in New Jersey that I find quite frightening. A New Jersey governor is expected to sign a bill that would dedicate $5 million in government funding. Do you see Stormy flouting her directing credentials? No, just everything else, Lori. Hey, Keba, how are you? A bill in government funding, $5 million in government funding to local media projects. Can you say state-run media? When you have the government involved in media and funding it, that's state-run media. It's a civic info bill. The bill creates a non-profit organization that gives grants to promote media. And promotes media in underserved communities, low-income communities, and communities of color, supposedly. Yeah, very fishy. And the government will have a large role in deciding who is eligible to get such grants. Those people who agree with the government's point of view would be my guess. It's going to be a 13-person board of directors. They'll have 2 appointees, each from the governor and the legislature, as well as 5 picks from the universities. Can we say liberal and government left-leaning? And the 9 directors will by majority vote to pick the other 4 members. Not happy about that. I know, Lee. Mob approved. That is a state-run media. You can't call it any other name. Josette said, and who's going to vote for him? Maybe CNN, NBC viewers, and, Josette, you'll get a lot of people voting for him on the left. I mean, they'll just think he's great. They'll look at him as the champion, of law and order, Avenatti. So anyway, New Jersey is proving how left-wing they are. I'm waiting for California to do exactly the same thing, if not worse. I don't know if you say, hey, Martin, how long? I'm Martin.com. .com. Thank you. I just wanted to check what it's all about. No problem. A TV news crew was stalked, and they stalked a rape victim. They basically wanted to make this woman talk to them, whether she wanted to talk to them or not. She called the police and said these people are trying to, basically make me talk to them. Now, the news crew isn't happy because when the police showed up, this was in Cleveland, Ohio, when the police showed up and these two reporters were stalking this rape victim, he said, "What are you doing?" And he got the whole thing on his body cam. He asked who they were, and they were from News Channel 5 there. And the one guy said, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I had questioned this to my supervisor, and we didn't really want to do it, but they kind of made us do it, that type thing." And so they're really mad. They're upset now with the police department because guess what? They're getting death threats. Hey, Teresa, you're back. They're getting death threats because of the fact that all of this was on body cam and they saw these people trying to stalk a rape victim. That's about as low as you can go. And the police officer told them that. Yeah, they were going after the rape victim. They were stalking her to try to force her to talk to them. You gotta have a story, and you gotta get it any way you can, right? Don't worry about people and their feelings or traumatizing them or anything else. That's really not important when you're on the left. You just got to get that news story, and if you can't get it, you just make it up. So there is a arrested for harassment. Exactly, should not have been bothering her. Exactly, the cop told him that they were in the body cam, that he was going to release it. I had to give my kitty liquid antibiotics. Aw. Poor Teresa, I hope it's okay. I got to run. Have a good day. You too, pizza. Thank you. But it's not fair. It's not fair for her. It's not fair that she has to talk to somebody when she doesn't want to. I mean, just because the media is in your face, you don't need to talk to the media. I don't care what the problem is. Well, that makes other victims not want to report. Yep. Exactly, Barbara. Probably so, Lynn. A lot of those today. I think people took the day off after the 4th of July. There's a school in West Village in New York called the Little Red Schoolhouse. Don't talk to the media or cops without a lawyer present. It's a posh, rich person's school in the West Village. They are segregating children by race. The head of the school pointed to research that says that children are benefited academically, socially, and emotionally with being placed in a classroom with people who are the same racial, ethnic, linguistic, and or cultural backgrounds. Now, what that sounds to me is the same argument during the civil rights era, why you shouldn't put, the black kids in with the white kids. So let's see, back during the civil rights era, it wasn't okay, but now it is okay. Makes no sense. People in the school were really upset about it. The parents were really upset, and they told the person, the head of the school, he's decided for now, okay, we won't do that policy. How is that legal? Being a private school, and that's how they get away with it. Was about to say, are we going backwards in time? We are, Carmen. I hate to, and you guys know this, but I hate to say it, we are going backwards in time. Sort of like the black seniors wanting their own graduation. Yep. Juan Williams had this nerve to say that he sees nothing wrong in what Red Hen did to Sarah Sanders. How awful of him. If it was his child, how would he have felt? Josette said, he knows that if it were his child, being a liberal, it would never have happened. That's why he can sit there and say, it's okay what happened to Sarah Sanders. So, yeah. I guess, when you're rich, too, you can run your school any way that you want to run your school. Vaughn Williams is so foo. It has to be an act. I don't know what that is. Foolish, maybe? I don't know. Oh, so off. Okay. Yeah, Juan Williams, I don't know. I don't know what his story is. I can't tell you. Did anybody see the picture with Donald Trump Jr. and Kimberly Guilfoyle, who went to the White House together for the 4th of July? You know that Don Jr. is dating her. I bring that up because she's on that same show with Juan Williams. So I think that the left is probably going to go even crazier with that with Kimberly Guilfoyle. He is a piece of work. Yep. Yes, the 5 or something like that, NCAA. I don't watch it. I really don't. I could care less. I don't want to hear Juan Williams talk either, but I don't watch their show. Sessions tossed out 24 Obama-era guidance documents that were unnecessary, outdated, inconsistent with existing law, or improper. Who is she? A reporter? She's on Fox News. She's a reporter. Kim is unattractive in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, my husband loves Gutfeld, Marlene said. You know, Kimberly, I can take her or leave her. Do I think that they look like a great couple together? Not necessarily. I thought he and his wife looked like a great couple together, but apparently he didn't think so. So, to each his own, whatever. So Sessions is going through and kind of Xing things out. Wasn't she married to... Yes, she was married to a California Democrat. Gavin Newsom, the worst possible California Democrat you could ever be married to. How she did that, I don't know. Oh, she slept with that nutbag, Gavin Newsom. Yeah, apparently, as a married couple, I think she did. I saw Andy Dick groping Ivanka. Yes, NCAA, and that's supposedly true, and... he just recently, I think he had a lawsuit filed against him by another woman for groping her. So, I guess, but they say Andy has a little problem with drinking. They have a kid together? I don't know how you could call yourself conservative and ever have been with Gavin Newsom. I don't get it. I like Gutfeld. He keeps it a bit funny. Barbara said, Andy Dick is a hot mess. Yes, they do. I don't care to know about Don Jr.'s personal life, but for some reason people are fascinated by it, Julia said. Just because his father is the president, that's the only reason. But his sons are big-time Trump supporters of the president, so there is hope. Oh, that's good. Juan Williams' sons are Trump supporters. Good. At least somehow they got away from their father's insanity. That's good. Let's see. The judge tossed the lawsuit, which alleged that the Trump campaign, Roger Stone, WikiLeaks, and Russian government colluded and published hacked DNC emails during the presidential election. True, he can do his own thing. Exactly. The judge said that her ruling, it was just based on technicalities. She's not saying whether or not there was a conspiracy or whether they did anything wrong. She said basically that wasn't the right forum to bring it. Wasn't a forum in court, wasn't the right forum to bring that argument to. So I guess she's hinting that would be Congress needs to look at it if they think it's a problem. Junior's ex made a very classy statement over the hearsay of Junior and Kimberly. It was about a month ago. I heard that, Renee, that she was fine with it. She knew about her, that they were both dating different people, and like, get over yourself, people. Yeah, exactly. I just, I feel the only thing for me, and this is nothing to do with news, and they can do whatever they want with their personal lives, but I just wanted to say, I feel bad for the children, for the 5 kids that don't have their parents together, because divorce can be so hard on the children. Yes, they did it. I know it. We confess Russia is bad. We are glad if we did not get hillbilly. Yeah, I mean, who knows what they did. I don't really care if they, got the DNC emails and put them out there, as long as they didn't do anything criminally to get them. Ooh, that's a lot of kids. I know, Renee. And they're really cute kids, because I follow him on Instagram. I see the kids. Very sad, 5 young kids, and they get a divorce. Yeah. I know, Julia. It affects him forever. Is there any connection with Putin in this case? No. Yes, the kids are the ones that take the hits in a divorce. They always do. And they typically blame themselves, Carmen, no matter what. They always feel that if they had just been a little better, had done something a little different, that their parents would still be together, and that, it was their fault. and they usually, a lot of kids turn it inward. Now, from what I've seen on, and just on Instagram, the kids seem to be handling it well, but those are just pictures, so you don't know what is really going on with them. Hopefully, they're doing better. But something tells me those five will be loved and know it. Oh, they totally. I love Russia for influencing the election. Thank you. We know it now. Let's forget it and go home, Barbara said. Yeah, you were such a big influence, Russia. Gosh, didn't know that you were influencing me because I'd already made up my mind with doing my own research, not your ads, not your stuff. But gosh, thanks. And let's time to wrap up Mueller, which again, we're not going to do, but whatever. We're not going to wrap up these people. We're never going to stop with the Mueller investigation. We're going to try as best we can forever and a day to get President Trump. We're going to make it in the news as though Cohen is going to flip on Trump. Flip on what? We don't know. We don't care. Just got to keep it going. Trump is too big on family. Can't see him allowing neglect in his family. No, and Donald Trump Jr., from the pictures and stuff, I see that he spends a lot of time with the kids. Why is Mueller reviewing NRA records? Who knows? Because Rosenstein is letting him do that. He's now taken over for the DOJ. I heard he's hiring a bunch of new attorneys, probably NCAA. My dad died when I was 12. My friends who had divorced parents suffered constantly harder than I did. Yeah, Lynn, I would agree with that. Now can we move on? What difference does it make anyway? No, never going to move on from Mueller and the Russia collusion and obstruction. Benghazi, on the other hand, totally forgotten about. Nobody cares about. Just over. It was a long time ago, and, there's no witnesses and nobody to talk about it. So we've forgotten all about Benghazi, the most important thing of neglect that I've ever seen in the military, and Hillary having the ability, and Obama, to order somebody to go help those people, didn't do it. Mueller shut it down. The Alwan case confirms my doubt in Sessions. Renee, I don't know. Nope, nobody cares, and she does not either. That's right, Barbara. Who knows what was behind the Alwan case? I don't know how much evidence they had. I don't know if they had a strong case. I don't know. And we'll never know. And again, a lot of times prosecutors will try to settle a case. And I really do. I will never forget Benghazi, Robin said. Me either, Robin. Never. She needs to pay, I know, Carmen, but you know what? Seriously, as many times have we seen the right not getting justice and the left getting what they claim is justice. I don't see us getting too many wins on our side as far as people going to jail. They're just too slick. They've been doing it too long. They know how to do those type of things. However, she does not know what happened. Benghazi happened, yeah. And even the relatives of Stephen said, let's just kind of move on. No, Hillary's not responsible for my brother's death. Okay. Who knows why they said that. Maybe they wanted to move on. Maybe they were threatened. I don't know. Good morning, Zippity Doo Dah. Have a great day. Keep safe. See you tomorrow. Great scope, Susan. Big hug for Gracie. Okay, Lee, thank you. Can't wait till God doles out the vengeance and justice. I know, Marlene. That will be the only time we get that vengeance and justice. Hillary's 9/11. Clinton is too high up to get jailed. If we see justice there, I will be shocked. Absolutely, Renee. Money, baby, follow the trail. I'm so ready to see them in orange jumpsuits till I get it. I think it's too long. I know, Carmen. Do you like Dick Morris? He's okay, Lynn. I see sometimes on Facebook. He's okay. I'm not like a big follower or anything like that. So, but anyway, well, you guys have a great, happy 5th. Susan, if you get time, watch my Facebook Periscope of my horses and Nice. Oh, wow. Okay, cool. I didn't see that. Your Facebook Periscope, or was it your Periscope? Facebook or Periscope? Thanks. See you tomorrow, you guys. Thank you, Zippity Doo Dah. I'll try to see if I can find it, Teresa. Or Teresa, send me a link if you can. That way I'll know exactly where to go. Great show, Susan. Thank you. Have a great day. Thank you too, Gary. Thank you, everybody. Tonight is the SCOTUS announcement. Is it tonight, Renee? I thought it was the 9th, but maybe I'm wrong. I posted a Periscope on Facebook. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, so we'll see. I don't know. I heard it was narrowed down to 6 and that he's looking at 6 people. I don't know, if it's the rumors are he has it or not. No, I'm not going to flash them for you, but thanks for asking. God bless. Great shows. Thank you, guys. I heard the 9th too, Marie. That's what I heard. So who knows? Maybe it'll be a surprise. All right, you guys. God bless. See you tomorrow. Take care. All right, everybody on YouTube. See you tomorrow. Take care. God bless.